Hi, this is Sarah, and we're in CS6, and we're going to look at some of the new filters that come in the blur gallery, which is Command F. So here we are in the blur, and we have field, iris, and tilt. So the first example is going to be using the field blur. And when we do that, the panel opens up. Here is the entire blur panel. You have all three of the blur tools there. The pin is what we use to drop on there. It immediately goes into the center. It's a hit. We have the preview set, and this is how we actually remove all pins, cancel, and we're not going to do anything right now with the bokeh, but you can save mask to channels. You can do a high quality, has to do with the bokeh, and so forth. But today we're going to work on these pins, and so the first pin is in the center, and I'm going to set that. And I'm going to set it to low because I want my feet to be in focus. But I am going to blur the background, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And so here it is. This is the field blur, and it is blurring, and it's committed, and there we go. That just shows you how we can focus on one area. Okay, and if you want to revert back and just play with the tools, you just go revert back, and when you're setting these pins, you can adjust the location. See, we did it like this. And then went ahead and put another one over here. Do you see how it's not as blurry over here now? We can, just to emphasize that. Okay. And you remove them again, and you can continue until you get what it is that you want, and then you can say OK. The next tool in the blur set is OK, goodbye, is the iris. So we're going to go again up into filters, or Command F to get this set, and we're going to go to the iris, and it immediately sets into the center. And what I want to do is show you here that you can move this particular tool to accommodate the space that you want, and then also focal point right here, you can really move this around. So we're going to actually move this up closer so the whole family is in focus. I want all of them to be in focus, but I want the exterior to be out of focus, the desert to be out of focus. And see how, if you can see, the family is getting in and out of focus there. I'll move this down. Get it really tight around them. Can move it out. Do you see when I pull that toggle, it actually makes it into more of a rounded rectangular shape. And you can go in, hone in, and I'm going to move the tool here, and I think if you look over to the right on the panel, you can see that it's moving up to 19 now, and you see how it's blurring everything but the family. Okay, and actually the dad is getting a little blurred. We got to move this out slightly, and we're going to say OK. Like I said, you can remove the pins, you can preview it. We're just going to say OK, and then I'm going to see what happens. It's just slightly blurred around the edge, and the family stays in focus. Okay, third tool. I'm just not ruining my, sorry, third tool. Oh, my mouse is crazy. Okay, so this third blur is the tilt blur. Command F to get the filters, and tilt shift, and here we are. Now this is the last of the set, and we want the focal point to be the statuary in the back here. Okay, but what I want to show you is that I'm going to show you like this. I'm going to really blur it up. And I want to move these two around. And I want you to see what happens if as we move those. So we have several layers almost, or several horizon areas that we can modify the blur. If we move this toggle, it is going to tilt this. If we come over to the edge, it's going to drop it down. So I'm going to show you. Okay, so if we drop it down here, do you see how it's blurred so much so in the sky there? I'm keeping it a little bit. Now watch. So this whole area will be in focus, and this will be blurred, and we're going to say OK. Again, you can remove the pins here, and we hit OK. You see that it's blurred here, and we haven't set any of these other tools right now. We haven't put distortion or symmetric distortion on. We'll just hit OK and take a look and see what happens. And that's going to be our quick view of what these tools can do, and you just need to go through and play with them yourself. And remember to hit the preview first, and then you can move the pins around and play with them, and you can add more pins and just have a lot of fun. So thanks.